Welcome to another episode of Mind Your Business, the podcast. My name is Abby, and each week I will be chatting to a different independent business owner about the story behind their business journey and how they built their brand. Enjoy the episode. So hello and welcome to another episode of Mind Your Business. This week I'm joined by Jasmin from Designs by Jasmin, so welcome.
Hiya, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for being here. So you create bespoke gifts and keepsakes, is that right?
Yeah, mostly keepsake gifts like blankets and memory animals.
And do you make those from like baby clothes and stuff, is that right?
Yeah.
So how did you get into that? What led to you start in the business?
At school, I knew that I wanted to have my own business, but I didn't know what. I was really into fashion and I was really into beauty. So in art, I'd like combine the two. So it was actually my art teacher that suggested that I apply for fashion. So I applied for fashion and beauty, but only got into fashion. And
Right.
it's kind of a blessing.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that that happened the way it did. So like I'd never really like knew what a pattern or anything was.
Yeah.
So it was like I had to start from scratch, whereas like other people in the class knew kind of what
Right.
they were doing.
Yeah.
So I really didn't have a clue. But once I got into it, I really loved it. So I studied there. I did the MC first, and then I did the HNC and then the HND. So I studied for 3 years at the Adam Smith.
Right.
And then I got into my third year at uni in Glasgow.
All right.
So I had to travel like back and forward there every day.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a nightmare, but
Yeah.
it was good. It was like a good experience. I'm glad I did it. So I ended up in my third year at uni. Did a page. I made a page up just to show like people what I was doing.
Yeah.
Basically. And like from going in the fashion thing, I knew that I wanted to like maybe do women's wear clothing, because that's basically what we did. We'd like learned how to make patterns ourselves and make like women's wear clothes.
Right, okay.
So I thought I'd like to do that. So I designed a collection and I was planning on doing it, planning on making it.
Yeah.
And I started off making like just kimonos. I made a kimono for myself, and then like a few people I knew wanted them, so
Yeah.
I started making them for like friends and family. It was more like just a hobby thing. I wasn't really wanting to go into it properly. So one of my friends was actually pregnant, so I got invited to a baby shower, and that was my first baby shower that I got invited to.
Right.
So instead of like buying like just baby gifts,
everyone
like,
gets the
everybody
same
gets,
thing.
I wanted to make patchwork blankets. So I thought nobody's gonna have this. Not a lot of people my age sew anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be a nice thing to keep, like to keep forever. So I made that, and then I posted on my page asking if people would be interested in that, and I got like quite a lot of interest.
Yeah.
So I quite liked doing that. It was like unusual from the stuff that I'd usually been doing.
Yeah, the stuff you were doing at uni and college and
So
stuff.
like I started doing that just for friends and family. Like again, it was just a hobby, just something to do when I wasn't doing uni work. And then in my final year at uni, I found out that I was pregnant. So that just kind of set out I wanted to do like baby stuff.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make. Well, I found out I was having a girl, so I wanted to make like dresses. And,
Yeah, all the
like,
wee
cute,
pretty clothes.
yeah, stuff. So I was really excited about that. And then I was just only doing it for friends and family. It wasn't really a big thing. Like if people were wanting them, I'd make it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I had my second daughter I stepped away from it for like a year and a bit to really decide if that's what I was wanting to do. And it was. So in April I decided that I was going to make like my full-time job. So
Right.
I applied, like I did the HMRC thing, and it's like proper official now.
Yeah. So that was just April.
Yeah.
That's grown really quickly
Yeah,
then,
I know.
eh? Seems to be.
It was 300 likes I had on my page before April. Like I didn't delete it, but I like took it off.
Yeah,
Unpublished it.
yeah.
So when I put it back on, so I started from 300 and now I've got almost 1,800.
That's
so
crazy.
I'm really happy about it.
Yeah.
But like to start off with, it was just only like the patchwork stuff that I was doing, the patchwork blankets.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends asked if I could make a blanket out of our baby's old clothes. I'd never done anything like that before, but I thought it was like a nice thing, so I wanted to try it.
Yeah, so it all kind of stemmed from there then.
And then introduced like animals, like teddy bears and
yeah, they're so
lions
cute,
and
the
stuff.
wee teddy bears.
Yeah, they're like the most popular thing. Everybody loves them.
Yeah.
I like making them as well. I love the lion.
Yeah.
And the unicorn, those are my favourite. I think the elephant everybody seems to like as well.
Yeah, I've seen the elephant, I like that one. So is there like a most popular one that people usually go for?
Right now, it used to be the lion, but right now it's the elephant.
Is it? So it's kind of changing.
Yeah.
So are those your favourite things to make, the animals? Yeah.
Like, I like doing the blankets because it's like a bigger thing, but the animals are like so fun to do, and like everybody seems to love them.
Yeah.
Like, when I post pictures of them, everybody like likes those kind of pictures more rather than the blankets. But the blankets are something nice that you could like snuggle into.
Yeah, nice wee decorated nursery or rooms or stuff. So I imagine there's a lot of work that goes into those things.
Yeah, there is. People don't realise how much work goes into it. Like, it's a lot of hours of doing stuff. Like, you have to... Well, usually what I'd do is I'd cut all the clothes up first. And
Is
then,
that ever scary, kind of cutting the baby clothes up?
It was to begin with, but now I'm used to it. You need to interface everything, because the interfacing makes it stable, because I work with like a lot of different fabrics, like especially if it's... Well, usually baby clothes, it's all like stretchy stuff, so the interfacing stabilises it so it doesn't stretch while you're sewing it.
Right, so is that just like a layer on top of the fabric, right?
Yeah. So, like, you spend hours cutting it all, and then you have to iron on the interfacing, and then you have to cut it again, and then you have to sew it.
Right.
So, like, you might look at it and think, oh, that looks nice, but, like, people don't realise how much work actually goes in, like, behind the scenes. Before you even start thinking about sewing it, you have to, like, prep everything.
And to make something look that good... Because I've tried sewing a few times and it's just been awful.
It is really difficult, like, to start off with, but once you get used to it, and once you get used to, like, because on my sewing machine, like, there's no speed settings, so it's kind of like driving a car. So if you want it to go faster, you have to, like, put the foot down. If you want it to go slower, you don't go as much. So it's, like, hard to get used to that, but because I worked with industrial sewing machines at college and uni, like, I know how to use it.
Yeah.
But people like look at my machine and be like, oh my god, how are you supposed to use anything like that?
I've used like a tiny one before and that was enough, like just threading it all through.
Yeah, no, the threading's a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
Like, see, even when I'm sewing some things, like, it gets like really frustrating because sometimes the bobbin isn't in right, or the tension on the thread is just wrong and it doesn't sew properly, so you're sitting there for hours. Sometimes, like, and it's just not working, and it's so frustrating because you need to get things done, and it's just
when you've got a big pile of stuff to get through and it's just not going right.
Like, it's if you get like that, like with any business, you just need to take a break. You just need to like stop and
so do you have things that you do to kind of relax and take your chill out of it?
Like, we'll go out in the garden, or like just go out with kids, or usually on like Friday or Saturday night, my mum and dad will take them, and like Lee's mum and dad will take them. So we get the weekend just to chill. That's usually when I like cut things out, so like the kids aren't around anything. Because I tried to do it the other week, and Abby was there, and she was just in about everything, like trying to steal my scissors, try like mixing up
all the piles and stuff.
So, but Sophie goes to nursery on Wednesday, so I think it'll be like a weight lifted. Yeah,
so you've kind of got a bit more time. So was it hard during the summer holidays then to kind of...
Well, this is our first year at nursery, so this is what it was like all the time.
Right, so you've never had like that time.
Yeah, but Abby doesn't go until like not next year, but the year after.
Right.
So, but it's easier looking after one than it is two.
Yeah, I bet you'll even notice a difference just having the one, and that'll give you...
Yeah, and Abby still goes for a nap, so still get things done when she's napping.
So will that give you more time to kind of play around with new ideas and stuff?
Yeah, everybody wants to have like a shop or like a certain thing. Like, I don't know if a website would be good for me, or I don't know if like it's worth it for me yet, but eventually what I want to do is have like a shed thing, like not a shed, but like a cabin type thing, office thing out the back, where that's where I do all my sewing. Because right now it's at my mum and dad's house, so I need to go to my mum and dad's to be able to do like sewing and stuff. And like it's good having company and stuff, but it's like I want my own space.
Yeah, so when you're there, you're working, and it's kind of...
I think that'll be easier as well, because I'll be able to just sit down, like no distractions, and just get on with stuff that I need to get on with.
Yeah, so is that the master plan then?
Eventually. I don't know how much this is all going to cost, but...
I know, some of those big like sheds you can get in the back are like so expensive.
We've been looking at them, like, even just a basic one was like £5,000. It's ridiculous.
God, that's mad. That would be so good though, to have like a wee... And then you kind of get your house back and...
Yeah, I know. Because right now, like, I've got a cupboard in my living room, and it's just full of like bags of stuff. Because I've got orders all the way up until November. So sometimes like customers will bring things in now, even though they're not due until October.
Right, so you've kind of got everything.
Yeah, so I need to keep everything organised. So I've got this big cupboard in my living room, and just everything goes in there. Yeah. Like, I label everything to make sure.
Is that hard then, to keep all that? Like, I'd imagine it's a lot of...
It is, because sometimes like you get so many orders on the same day. I've got stuff like on my iPad. I've got a calendar thing on my iPad, and then I've got notes saying all my orders. And then I've got stuff on my phone, and then I've got like a paper diary as well that I keep. Yeah. So it's like, it's a nightmare trying to update all. Yeah. Like, I pick a day to go through everything, just to update everything. And usually when I'm working, if I'm doing like an animal, it's like 2 weeks. Right. Usually. Okay. Sometimes if I'm running behind, like last week I was running behind. Yeah. So I have to inform everybody whose orders like that affects. Yeah. And it's just, sometimes it's a bit overwhelming doing that, but once you get finished and once like the end product is there, it's so worth all the stress. Yeah, yeah. And once you see like the customer like absolutely loves it, it's just, everything's worth it. Yeah. So do you like take them and deliver them to the people? Like, do you actually get to see their reactions when you see them? Well, I never used to wrap like the animals. I'd always wrap the blankets in like tissue paper. But recently I've been getting, what's it called, cellophane. Yeah. And been like making them all nice and pretty. And, like a wee presentation kind of thing. And customers seem to be, like really love it, because you can see like the thing in it. Yeah. So you can see their face when like they see it. Yeah. So it's like a nice feeling when like they're totally delighted with it. Yeah, that's so nice. So are all those orders, I know you said you're booked until like October, that's crazy, is that just all through Facebook? Yeah, that's all through Facebook. I'd never thought in a million years that I'd have like a waiting list. Yeah, that is mad. Stuff. So you'll almost be getting into Christmas orders then, won't you? Yeah, well, in November right now, I've got a few for November, but after November I'm not taking any in December. Right. Because I'll have like loads of stuff for Christmas to get done. Yeah. So I'm going to close my books as soon as November's full. And then I'm going to open it in October for January. Right. Like, and beyond. So I'm really excited about it. I think. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I never thought that would happen. So like, I'm just so grateful that people are actually wanting to buy the things that I make. So do you ever think you'll like take on another member of staff or anything to help you out, or are you always going to keep it like yourself? Well, I'd like to, if I was able to have like, enough orders to like grow. I'd love to do that, because I think that would be like just so amazing. Yeah. If I was able to do that, but right now, like my mum helps me with some things. If like I've got so much to do, I'll ask her to help me cut out some stuff. So it's nice having like my mum there to be able to help me when she can, or when I need help. And I would love to like expand, but I don't think I'm at that stage right now. Yeah, but at the rate you're going, it'll not be long of it. Yeah, and that's so great that you've come like straight from uni and you're doing like a job, like working for yourself. Yeah, I know. My granddad had a garage. He had a garage in Kinghorn for like 40 years. So like I grew up around like business stuff, so that's why I knew I always wanted to have my own business, because he had his own business. Yeah, it's kind of in the family. Yeah. So like I knew that I never wanted to have like a proper like 9-to-5 job. I wanted to do something for me. Yeah. Like even in school I knew I wanted to have my own business, but like as I said, like I didn't know what. Yeah, it's just waiting for the right thing to come along.
So do you ever think you might branch back out into like the ladies' wear in the future?
I'm thinking maybe like children's wear. I'd like to do children's wear. Yeah. Because like I made dresses for my girls at Christmas, and like it was so fun just making them and then seeing it, like them wear them. Yeah. And like it's just like a nice thing to be able to do. Just make like your children clothes. Yeah, that is so nice. Like I don't have time usually to do it, but for special occasions and stuff, I think it's like a nice thing because it's something that not everybody's going to have. Yeah. Like, and you designed it yourself, so it's nice like to let other people see that you're able to do that as well. Yeah, and it's something not a lot of people can do these days. Like make clothes for their children. Like that used to be back in the day. Everyone would do that, but now it's kind of like knitting. Like, not everybody's into knitting, not everybody knows how to knit, but, like, people are getting more and more into it again. Yeah. So, I think it's, like, sewing's the same. Like, not everybody knows how to use a sewing machine, but it seems like people are getting back into it, like, reusing clothes and, like, upcycling things. Yeah. And it's just nice to see that. So, do you do a lot of that then, kind of? Well, upcycling your own stuff, or you just not got the time? No, I don't have the time. I'd like to be able to do it. Maybe like when they're in school, I'd like to start doing stuff like that. So do you, I know most of the stuff you do is like the baby stuff, but do you also do like in the memorial, like for people who have maybe passed away? Yeah, that's actually like what I'm doing most of. Right. So I think that's a really nice way to remember somebody who's like unfortunately passed away. Yeah, to kind of have something. Usually, I've just finished 3 blankets, and it was for a gran who'd passed away, and it was just like it's a better feeling knowing that they're going to love it, and knowing. Yeah, because like it's their loved ones' clothes, anything that you do is going to be, and it's kind of instead of having the stuff hidden away in wardrobes or eventually chucking it, you've got something that you can kind of keep. Yeah, it's like a really nice thing just to have, just to hold if you're feeling like you miss them, or it's just a nice feeling that you get when you know that somebody's like absolutely loves what you've made them. Yeah, that must be so nice to know that your stuff's in people's houses and it's been given for gifts, and that must be a nice feeling. Like when I first started back up, I got an order and it was like 7 cats I had to do, and it was from like this man's mum who'd passed away, and even when he was giving me the clothes, he was starting to get like really emotional, so I know how much it meant. Like it means a lot to somebody, and it's like, I imagine it'd be really hard to give like your clothes, like your loved one's clothes to somebody, like a stranger, like hoping that they're not going to ruin it or do something to like make those memories like ruined. Yeah, it's a lot of trust that they're kind of putting in you, isn't it? But it's like I like that they trust me enough to be able to make things like that for them. Like it makes it even more special that I know that they're going to keep it forever, and it's always something like to remind them. Yeah, and it's something that can be passed down through the family as well, and it's probably always going to be in the family. Yeah, that's a nice thing. So do you struggle ever to kind of come up with more ideas for new products, or is that always quite an easy thing? It's actually quite hard, like because I do mostly like the blankets and the animals. I do still do patchwork stuff if people are wanting baby shower stuff, but like it's difficult to try and find the time to try and like come up with ideas. But my friends are really good. I could usually bounce ideas off of them, and they have like quite good ideas. And then my dad's another person who like likes to come up with ideas. Yeah. So it's just like nice having that like people around me that are actually interested in what I do. I think that makes a difference, doesn't it? Because some people, you hear that when they've got a business and they're like, oh, my family is like not really interested, or I've got no one to kind of, like you say, bounce ideas. But I think it helps when they're kind of all in as well. Yeah. They're supportive. Definitely. So is it tough to kind of juggle like a young family and your business? Yeah, because I've only just started like back up again. I only had Sophie when I did it the last time. Now I have Sophie and Abby. Yeah. And it's like you see people online and they paint this picture of like, oh, it's so easy to do this. Yeah. It's so like rewarding. And it is really rewarding, but it's like really difficult. Yeah. Like you need to have a supportive family around you to be able to do that. Yeah. Because it's just so hard. Because they're of that age where they're getting to everything. You can't leave them alone for 2 minutes, so you can't get on with your work. And because I work with a sewing machine, and it's like a quite I have a big industrial sewing machine.
Right.
So it's like really quite dangerous.
Yeah, for them to be kind of running around.
So I'm really glad that I've got a supportive family. Like my mum and my dad keep them while I'm working.
Right.
His mum and dad keep them while I'm working. It's just...
Yeah, so you get a wee bit of time. So
I'm really grateful that I have that, because not everybody has that. You have to work around like babysitters and nurseries.
Or you're working into all hours of the night and then having to get up early with the parents. So do you have any tips to kind of juggling it and running everything smoothly?
Oh, I wouldn't really say I have any tips, because I'm still trying to work things out just now. But you definitely need support. You need support from everybody if you really want to make it work. Yeah. Like, I understand some people can't, because like maybe, like my mum doesn't work, so it's easier for me to like say, can you watch them, because she doesn't work. Yeah. But like some people's mums and dads do work. Yeah, they've not got that kind of support. It must be harder. Yeah, it must be really hard. Like, I'm really lucky to be able to have like that, but you just have to get on with it. Yeah. Like, it is really difficult. Sometimes you feel really stressed because you've got a lot to do and like nobody can watch them, watch the kids, so you have to work late. You have to do it at night. You have to do it over the weekends when you shouldn't. Like, you don't really want to. Like, you'd rather be doing something else, but sometimes you have to just you have to do it. And it must be hard because obviously you make everything. Like, it's not like it's something you can pass on to anyone else or outsource or anything. It all comes from you, so it must be hard. I've got a question actually from Instagram, if you don't mind me asking this one. So this was actually from Jo from Bring to the Party. She was in there with the questions. So she's asking, as a creative, do you find the business side of things to be a burden? Oh, not really, because when I was at uni, I was in fashion business. Right, okay. So, like, we learned, it wasn't really about, which was annoying, it wasn't really about, like, owning your own business. It was more about, like, being in, like, corporate business. Right, okay. So, like, we did learn about, like, important things in business, but it wasn't really anything to do, like, they didn't tie anything into the fashion industry, so it was, like, fashion, and then it was business, so it was, like, two separate things. But I did lots of business at school and in college and in uni, so, like, I'm used to business. Yeah. Like, it was one of my favourite subjects at school, so, like, I know most of what I'm doing, like, business-wise. So I wouldn't really say it's a burden. Like, I like doing it, but I'd rather create more. Yeah, it's hard. I think when you're a creative person, you just want to be making stuff all the time, and then when you have to start doing taxes and... Yeah, I know. Well, this will be my first year, so I need to get organised, or that'll be, like, every year. I know, I've still no learned. I'm still so unorganised. My receipts are just in, like, one big folder, like, just leave it to the last minute. Yeah, that's usually me. I don't want it to be this year, though. Yeah, I know. Maybe some people have already done them, and I'm like, oh, that's... Yeah, I know. Should really have done that, but... So you don't actually mind that side of things. So do you enjoy the kind of social media side of it? I know you've grown a big followings quite quickly. Well, I think with, like, people my age, that's usually all they do is social media. So, like, I'm used to it. I'm still trying to... Because I have, like, a weird customer base. Like, I have mums, and then I have, like, older people, and then I have, like, people who want things as gifts. I also have quite a lot of, like, pet stuff. I've done, like, a few pet, like, memorial animals. Oh, right. So it's like I'm not targeting the one kind of person. It's quite a broad so it's hard target. It's hard to try to find, like, the words to, like, target one set when I want to maybe target them all. So do you find that Facebook works best for you? Yeah, Facebook's, like, I haven't had any, like, sales on Instagram, but I'm trying to work on my Instagram, because I'm more focused on Facebook, because that's, like, my main selling. Yeah, that's where the sales are coming from. Yeah, I think Instagram's better for kind of building up your brand and getting your products out there, because I'm the same. Most of my things come through websites or Facebook, but I think I prefer Instagram. Yeah, I like Instagram. I like looking at all, like, the different shops on Instagram. Like, I think I spend more time looking at other people's things on Instagram than I do on Facebook. It's just hard to try and, like, get my stuff out there on Instagram. So, I know you're still quite a new business, but are there any lessons that you've learned that have kind of helped you? Well, yeah, I would say if people are wanting to help you, let them help you, because it's so hard to just try and do everything all yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's like your business and you want to do it, like, so you get all the credit for it because you're working hard.
Yeah,
but if somebody wants to help you and they're happy to help you, just take their help. Like, I know I'm only just started out again, but like going to networking things has like really helped me. So I've been going to MIBA networking events, and like I've never done anything like that before. So like I'm really having to step out my comfort zone to try and like build my business up and get people to know about me, and like stuff like that's great because it's like a whole community of people getting together. Like anyone that I've been to have been like people my age, so I'm getting to know people like older, and they're getting to know about my business, I'm getting to know about theirs, and it's like just fun. Yeah,
they are good. I've been to a couple, not been in a while, but it is, you have to kind of put yourself out there and so people know about you.
Yeah. Well, the first thing that I went to was Joe's like Instagram. Well, I think it was a social media course thing. Yeah. And like that was the first ever thing that I'd ever been to. Like outside, like having to go to uni classes and stuff. So that was the very first thing, and I was like so nervous about it. But it ended up being so much fun. I loved it. And I learned like so much from it that I never thought one thing would, like one class would teach me. So I'd say it's like really important if there's stuff that you're interested in, like if somebody's offering classes or like workshops, like try and get along to them, because like they're fun as well as like informative. Yeah,
it's just getting past that kind of putting yourself out there.
Yeah, it's hard. It is really hard because I'm really a really shy person. Like if we're at a party or anything, I'm always the one like in the corner. I don't like drawing attention to myself. But if you want to get your business out there, you need to draw attention to yourself. You need people to look at you and like you. So you need to try and like step out of your comfort zone to...
It is hard though when you're like a naturally quiet person, isn't it? That you're not used to kind of shouting about yourself. You have to like sell things and... Yeah,
the selling is really hard. I don't like pushing people.
Yeah, like, do you struggle with that? Yeah.
That is something that I really struggle with. Because it's hard to try to say, oh, this is my product, do you want to buy it? But because you know some people are like, no, I don't like pushy people. And I don't like that either. So I understand like why people don't like it. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to find that balance of like promoting yourself and promoting your product.
Yeah, and you do have to chase people up sometimes, but it's kind of finding like the right way to do it. And cause some people, they just do forget. Like people have got so much going on and they make an inquiry and then it's weeks later and they've forgotten. Yeah, so you have been nominated for an award.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy, I can't believe it.
So it's the Queendom of Fife Young Businesswoman of the Year award. Yeah. So that's amazing.
I know, I actually can't believe people voted for me. Like, Annie phoned me and she was going to come over. And I didn't know what she was coming over for. Like, I completely forgot about it. I forgot like, that it was over and like they'd be announcing it soon. So she phoned and was like, congratulations, you've been in the top 3. And I was like, oh my god, I can't actually believe that. I can't, like, people actually must like what I do and like me to be able to vote for me, like nominate me. It's just so overwhelming. I can't believe that people would vote.
Yeah, no, that's amazing though, especially like it's been such a new business.
Yeah, I know.
That's so good. So is that, there's an award ceremony, isn't there?
Yeah, it's on the 12th of September. We go away on holiday and that's the day before we come back. No, the day after we come back. So I'm glad that I'm not missing it.
So you're gonna go to it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be quite a big event, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Annie and Cara have been posting on their Facebook page about it, and I think they had 100 tickets, and the last time I looked there was only 4 left, so it's almost sold out. So
that's good though.
I know, it's amazing. I can't believe like so much support over that as well.
Yeah.
Like even like it's first year it's on, so like a lot of people must have been wanting it. Yeah. Because I don't think there is any other like awards kind of things in Fife.
No, not like that, and not for women, like especially. I think it's a really great event. I think was it over like 1,500 or something nominations
like
they got.
I can't believe it.
So that's amazing to be picked out of that.
I know, especially like Cara posted like the roll call
Yeah.
for everybody who's voted for, and even like to be picked out of all those people was just amazing.
That is amazing. I was so chuffed that was on there. Seen that this morning and I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, so can people vote for that, or is that done now on the night?
I think that's done now. So the judges have to like make a decision.
Right.
But I'm not entirely sure what they look at or what they're like. I don't know if they look at your Facebook stuff or you as a person, or I'm not quite sure. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like, even if I don't win, it's still like nice to
be recognised. And no, that is amazing. Yeah, I think that was all my questions. Are you happy to stop? Or you got any more you want to speak about?
No, I don't think so. I can't think of anything else.
Right, so we'll do a wee section I like to call Check Them Out. So if you have any small businesses you want to give a shout out, you can go ahead. Do as many as you'd like.
I definitely check out Jo, because she's just so nice and so amazing, and like she gives such great advice.
Yeah, she has so much advice, and
she's just like such a nice person. It's like you want to be friends with her because she's just so amazing.
Yeah.
And like she definitely knows what she's talking about. And you can see that she's so passionate about it.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice thing to see. And Cara in Queendom of Fife, she's lovely as well. Yeah. She's just so nice. And like I'm so glad that I got to meet her and stuff, because it's just like nice having that network, like a supportive woman.
Yeah, people who want to see you do well. No, that's nice.
I would say Lauren from Zambroidery or Zambroidery. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that.
Yeah, I'm never sure how to pronounce that either.
Our son's name's Xander and Brody, so I don't know if it's Zambroidery or Zambroidery. Yeah. So I'll need to ask her when I see her.
Is she nominated for the same award?
Yeah, she's nominated as well. So I think it's amazing because she's so talented. Like, I know I do embroidery as well, but not to like the extent that she does it. I just do names. Like, I don't think I'd have the patience to sit and do like what she does. Is amazing. Yeah. And Annie Crow, Confidence with Annie. She's just such a nice person as well. Yeah. Like, she's somebody that like I've bounced ideas off of as well, and she's just so like she's so interested, like actually genuinely interested in what you do, and she's just so nice. And it's like, as I've said, it's just nice to have like a network of women around you who actually want to see you succeed and like give you advice and tips and stuff. And like she's just a lovely person, and she runs like the MIBA events. So I definitely recommend going to, if you're like, it's not even like mums in business, it's just women in business. Yeah, because I've went to a couple and I felt like a fraud, but it's any women really with a business, isn't it? Like, you're not excluded if you're not a mum. It's just nice to have like mums there that like know your struggle. And you can take them along to the meetings, because I imagine it's quite hard when you've got kids to kind of get to these events. So having one that's kind of kid friendly is definitely is good. Like, I've never taken mine because they're like tornadoes. Be chaos. So, but quite a lot of people have taken their kids to the events, and it's nice because like the kids have someone to play with. And it's just like a lovely thing to be a part of. And it's just so nice. To have like all these people like genuinely wanting to see you be a success. No, it is nice. There's so many women, even just like the local area, that are like that. I had no idea there was anything like that here. I thought like you had, if you wanted to do stuff like that, you need to travel like to Edinburgh, Glasgow, like big events, stuff like that. But like even going to that was like really stepping out of my comfort zone. So like I'm so glad I did it, because I feel like every time I go, I get more comfortable doing things like that. It gets a bit easier every time. No, that's amazing. Is that everyone you want to shout out, or you got any more? So the last thing is for you to plug yourself. So where can people find you online? What have you got going on? I have my Facebook page, and then I have a group as well. It's, I actually can't remember what it's called. It's Designs by Jasmin. It's on my page. so you could see it, you could join it, and it's like behind the scenes, like tips and tricks.
All right,
like,
okay.
I post videos of like sewing hacks.
Oh, that's great.
And like first look pictures of what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
if I've got any new products coming out. And it's like a community thing. So if you're interested in sewing or like interested in stuff that I do,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a nice thing to join.
Yeah.
And then I'm on Instagram. I do have Pinterest, but it's not really interesting.
It's hard to keep up
Yeah.
with all the different social media, isn't it?
Yeah, I do have a LinkedIn as well, but I don't really know how to use it. So
Yeah, I'm totally the same with LinkedIn. It's too scary on there.
yeah, so mostly Facebook and Instagram
Right.
is where you'll find me.
Perfect. Yeah, so definitely go and check out Jasmin on Instagram, Facebook. And if you head over to Mind Your Business podcast on Instagram and Facebook, I'll pop some pictures of all your designs so people can see them.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for chatting with me. Really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you coming on.
I loved being here. Like, it's the first time I've done something like this. I thought it'd be like really scary. And usually when I'm nervous, I like trip over my words. I didn't actually do that often in this, so
I'm not too scary. No, you've done great for your first one. It's so good. No, thank you so much for being on. And join me next week for more interviews. Bye.
bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Mind Your Business. If you're not already, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at Mind Your Business Podcast for updates on future guests and behind the scenes look at what we've been chatting about in this episode. See you next week.